Who remembers walking into your grandmother or your mom's kitchen growing up smelling the aroma of fresh baked cookies? I know I do, and that's one of my best childhood memories. This recipe has been followed in my family for generations. It started with my great-grandma, then it went to my grandma, and then my mom, and then to me, and now finally my kids make it. Cookies warm your heart. They're great as a snack or as a gift to someone special. Today I would like to teach you how to make my favorite childhood cookies, oatmeal Scotties. These cookies can be made in 3 easy steps. One being gathering all your materials and your ingredients that you need. Secondly, mixing them. And finally, baking them. Like any other time you plan on baking, you will need to gather materials and make sure you wash your hands. The first step in making oatmeal Scotties is to gather all the ingredients and your materials. You will need a 1 cup measuring cup, a 1/2 cup measuring cup, a 1/4 cup measuring cup, a teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon, a large mixing bowl, a rubber spatula, a wooden spoon, an electric mixer, and a cookie sheet. After gathering all of the ingredients and materials, you are ready to start mixing. The first step is to preheat the oven to 375. Step 2, you're going to beat together 3/4 cup of butter. And you want to mix this until it's smooth. Then you're going to add 1 cup of packed brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're going to mix these together until they're well combined. Step 5, you're going to add 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and you're going to mix these until they're well blended, scraping the sides of the bowl as you go. Then you're going to add 1 3/4 cup flour. You're going to mix in with the electric mixer as much as you can, and the rest you're going to mix in by hand. I usually put in about 3/4 of it, and then mix the rest in by hand. And then, using the mixing spoon, I'm going to mix in the rest of it. And I always make a mess with the flour. The next thing you're going to do is add 2 cups of oatmeal. You're going to want to mix this by hand also, because right now the batter is kind of thick, so it's a little harder with the mixer. After the oatmeal is all mixed in, you're going to add 2 cups of butterscotch chips. I mix these in half first, and then I'll put in the second half just to make it a little bit easier to mix. Oops. And once that's all mixed, then you're ready for our final step. The final step is baking. The first step you're going to do is drop rounded tablespoons or teaspoons of the cookie mixture onto the cookie sheet. I use 2 spoons, makes it easier so you don't have to touch it, your hands don't get all sticky. So once you've got the cookie sheet filled up, you can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. Then after that's done, I'm not going to fill the cookie sheet, but you would fill it. You place it into the oven and cook it for 10 to 12 minutes. Unless you're like me, I like mine a little crispy, so I always cook them for 12 minutes or until they're golden brown. After they've cooked, you're gonna pull them out of the oven and you're gonna place them on a wire rack, or you can put them on parchment paper that just kind of lets them cool. I have some already pre-prepared so that you guys can see what they look like when they come out. So in conclusion, let's review what we've learned today. Today we learned how to make my favorite childhood cookie, oatmeal Scotties. These were made 3 easy steps with only 10 ingredients. The aroma of fresh baked cookies is the best smell ever. Now that you have learned to make oatmeal Scotties, I hope you find the time to put to practice and make them for yourselves so you can enjoy a small piece of my childhood. Thank you.